I don't like words that hide the truth. I don't like words that conceal reality. I don't like euphemisms or euphemistic language. And American English is loaded with euphemisms because Americans have a lot of trouble dealing with reality. Americans have trouble facing the truth. So they invent a kind of a soft language to protect themselves from it. And it gets worse with every generation. For some reason, it just keeps getting worse. I'll give you an example of that. There's a condition in combat, most people know about it. It's when a fighting person's nervous system has been stressed to its absolute peak and maximum, can't take any more input. The nervous system has either snapped or is about to snap. In the First World War, that condition was called shell shock. Simple, honest, direct language, 2 syllables, shell shock. Almost sounds like the guns themselves. That was 70 years ago. Then a whole generation went by, and the Second World War came along, and the very same combat condition was called battle fatigue. 4 syllables now. Takes a little longer to say. Doesn't seem to hurt as much. Fatigue is a nicer word than shock. Shell shock. Battle fatigue. Then we had the war in Korea, 1950. Madison Avenue was riding high by that time, and the very same combat condition was called operational exhaustion. Hey, we're up to 8 syllables now. And the humanity has been squeezed completely out of the phrase. It's totally sterile now. Operational exhaustion. Sounds like something that might happen to your car. Then, of course, came the war in Vietnam, which has only been over for about 16 or 17 years. And thanks to the lies and deceit surrounding that war, I guess it's no surprise that the very same condition was called post-traumatic stress disorder. Still 8 syllables, but we've added a hyphen. And the pain is completely buried under jargon. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I'll bet you if we'd have still been calling it shell shock, some of those Vietnam veterans might have gotten the attention they needed at the time. I'll bet you that. I'll bet you that.
Few people are always funny, but certainly one of the chosen people is our next presenter, the fabulous Joan Rivers, ladies and gentlemen.
I am so thrilled to be here because I'm the only one that didn't know George. I don't know why. Who the was he? I don't know who he was. I don't know his work. I'll find out. Actually, of course, I knew George. I should read the. I can't read the teleprompter. Can I borrow somebody's? Do you have glasses?
Sure, borrow.
That's very kind. Thank you. Age. Walmart. It is. Do I look like a Jewish Ella Fitzgerald? Okay. Excuse me. I knew George very, very well, and I was thrilled when they asked me to come here today and speak about him. We met in the 1960s in Greenwich Village, and we always used to say, let's pinpoint the day, and we couldn't because he was high on acid, and I was just totally wasted. And but we met, and we used to play these terrible clubs. And then those are the kind of clubs, literally, where you didn't get paid. You passed the hat, and some nights the hat would come back with a severed head. Some nights it wouldn't come back. And all we wanted in those days, everybody wanted to be on The Tonight Show. The Tonight Show made you a star. There were 3 major networks, and that was it. Nowadays, there are 1,000 networks. So, I mean, tonight, I was just flipping around. I mean, you see things like Amish wife swapping, just stuff on that's stupid. All the CSI Bayonne, CSI. All we all wanted in those days was to be on The Carson Show. And I was around the first time George was on The Carson Show. And the trick was, if Carson liked you, when you did your stand-up, he would then take you over and sit you down on the couch. If he took you over and stood you up, you knew you were crap. But if he sat you down And George was asked to sit down the first time, which is a big thing. And he sat down on that show over 100 times after that. And that was an amazing. You know, we've all been watching clips of George, and everyone knows how brilliant he is. I mean, on stage, but do any of you realize what a 6-minute shot on television, what you have to do? He honed every single word. He worked on jokes for years and years and years till he made them perfect, and then he took them and he worked on them some more. And then he would go on a couch and sit there and make it look like he just thought of it. I mean, that is so important. Now, at the start of this thing, they said, I thank you for your glasses, by the way. At the start of this thing, they asked me to say a couple of words about George, and I kept thinking, that is so unfair. You cannot sum George Carlin up in 2 words. Give me at least 7. And please watch with me. Watch George's first appearance that I was privileged to be a friend of his and know him then. First appearance on The Tonight Show, and he did the hippy-dippy weatherman, which is so amazing. And just watch, he never missed. Do you understand? He never missed. Incredible. I thank you all so much. I'm thrilled to be here, and I thank you for these. Come and get them. George Carlin.
And now with the latest in weather, here's Al Sleek, your hippy-dippy weatherman. Hey, baby, what's happening? Que pasa? Al Sleek here, and I imagine some of you were a little surprised at the weather over the weekend, especially if you watched my show Friday night, man. I'd like to apologize for the weather, especially to the former residents of Rogers, Oklahoma. Caught them napping. First of all, the pollen count from Long Island Jewish Hospital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you'll take a look at our weather map, which cats have moved over here, you see that we got a warm front which extends from Natchez to Mobile. From Memphis to St. Joe. Up in the big time. I've seen me some bad cats. Shop, shop, up the Take a quick look at the radar. I see the radar tonight is picking up a line of thunder showers which extends from a point 9 miles south-southeast of Chester, Pennsylvania, along a line, and 6 miles either side of a line, to a point 8 miles north-northeast of Secaucus, New Jersey. However, the radar is also picking up a squadron of Russian ICBM. So I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dennis
Come on,
Leary.
baby, and rescue me. Come on, baby, and rescue me.